This is the C300e plug-in hybrid, and it comes with a 2-liter engine, 4-cylinder, and has a maximum of 400 Newton-meter torque, which is very nice on a car like this. Now we start from the beginning. If you see, it has these slight curves on it. As you can see, it gives it a sports mode or something, sports liking, which looks really nice as well. And when we talk about the headlamps over here, if you see the headlamps, they are digital lights, as you can see, and they are kind of similar to the air vents inside as well. And I can show you really sharp, nice headlamps on this car. If you see, if you move towards the grille, now on the grille what they have done is that you have a vivid AMG logo, AMG kind of logo on this car because it's an AMG package. And then it has this grille which is really broad and vivid, and it has all these Mercedes logos that you can see, the smaller logos as you can see, and then this chrome line that goes in between also really blends into the grille. Moving down, we have the extenders of the car, and the extenders look really nice. Now you can see how the shaping and the styling looks like. There are these air pockets which are closed and open depending on whenever you're driving the car and on how much speed you're driving. So the extender looks really nice. Overall, if you see from the front, the bumper and the extenders, they are really a nice merge on this car. So I would say with the car on a C-Class, the C-Class sedan is a really nice blend of the luxury and the sports styling that you can see. Because this is an AMG lineup, you see these broad logos as the broad logo Mercedes as well. And then there is one more thing, the camera in the front, so that you can see in the front as well. So this is the small camera that you can see. And if you move towards the sides, we have the tires. And because it's a plug-in hybrid, you see now the rims, they are more closed. And this is like an AMG lineup on a plug-in hybrid. As you can see the AMG logo over here. And then there is this Mercedes logo, and it's an 18-inch tire. It's both on the front and the back. It's 18-inch tires that we have. If you move towards the sides now, we can see the side skirts, as you can see, and it looks really nice with the car as well. From a distance, when you see the car, it gives you this uplift feel on the exterior of the car as well. It looks really nice. If you see from the A pillar to the C pillar, you can see that it's kind of coupe variant, and it's slightly curvy, starting from the A pillar going to the B pillar and then the C pillar as well. It comes down. Now notable thing about the car is that there is enough head space, and a person like me who's 180 centimeters can fit well in the car as well. Then we have, because it's a plug-in hybrid, on this side if you open it, you can see that it has this cable to charge your electricity as well. On the other side it's fueling, and that's the benzene side of it. So you can close it like this. If we come to the back now, the tail lamps are really nice. One good thing that I have actually like about this car are the tail lamps, and you see how curvy it is. The overall feel of the car is really curved. As you can see, there is the C300e, E meaning the plug-in hybrid logo, the plug-in hybrid symbol for E. And then if you move towards the right side, the back is really firm and nicely shaped as well. If you see the chrome coming to the extender, we can see that the extender is kind of divided with the chrome that you can see over here moving, and the muffler tape as well. So this is the muffler tape covered on both sides. It's on the left side and the right side as well, and it looks really nice. It gives you kind of a nice blend on the back side as well, and this is something that Mercedes has done year to year. In comparison to the previous generations, this one is more like a rounded side. It's not like a scary design, but it's like a rounded design, and at the same time it looks really nice. You can open the bonnet either through the key, and this is the key to the C300e, and then you can open it with the click of a button over here, and then you see the trunk open up. Now in the trunk you don't have that much space as well. If you see, this is not that much space. You can maybe fit 1 or 2 luggage, but it's not that much. The reason is because it's like a C300, it's a C sedan, C-Class, and C-Class is smaller than an E-Class. In an E-Class you would have double the space, almost double the space on the back, but this one has just enough space, as you can see. And then there are these, you have this kit, the medical kit, and then you have something for the tires as well, and then there is this charging cable that you can see. And then we have on the right side, there are some buttons to control the seats. You can flip the seats as well from the back. So there is one here and one on the left side as well. And if you want to now close the trunk, either you can click on this button that you have over here and the trunk comes down. So I click on it and the trunk comes down. So this is like from an overall point from the behind, and you can see that there are these two sensors as well on the back for the parking. And this thing that I like about the C series now is that there is a pocket here as well, and on the behind you can see that there is this pocket, and it looks really nice on the bumpers, on the rear bumpers. When we move towards the other side, you can see that there are these chrome lining, and we have the rear view mirrors, and then we come all the way back again to the front. And you can see from an overall styling standpoint, this car is really nicely engineered, I would say, and it's really good to see from the outside. You see the aesthetics, you see how the curves look like, and then also the front grille is quite vivid and it's sporty at the same time. So from an exterior standpoint, it's an overall package. And now we move towards the inside. If you open the door now here, it's really nice, majestic with the door. It's really solid. And then you can see some of the things here, like the memory, the seat memory adjustments, and then you have the other buttons to control the windows, and then we have a bigger pocket here so you can keep some of your stuff here. And then we have the Bromester sound system that you can see, which comes with the Mercedes. And then from the inside, this is like an outside view of the inside of the car, how it looks like. Typically a nice Mercedes styling from the inside. This is from the front side. And now if we actually check from the back, this is how the rear compartment looks like. It's quite spacious. There is room for two adults and a child in between, and then there is quite big leg space as well. Now I'm sitting inside the car, and this is how the interior looks like. It's quite vivid and nice. And if I click on this one, you will see that the engine comes up. If I click on this, now the engine has shut down. And then if I click on this button, the engine fires up, and this is how the dashboard looks like. Now on the dashboard we have it pure digital, as you can see over here, and it looks really nice. I mean, there are these dials for the speedometer, and then you have the odometer, and because it's a plug-in hybrid, you see the EL sign, which means it's electric. And then you can switch some of the views here. If you see, I go back, and if you want to change the styling, you can change the styling as well on the same side. So you can move it and display how you want it. And then we have these indicators, and you can see that there is slight little gap in between, which looks really nice and classy. There is a gap here as well. And then to change the driving modes, you have this lever. In contrast to the gear stick on the center console, you have this gear stick to change the gears as well. The steering wheel it's quite nice. It's just the diameter that you would look in a car. It's not that big, not that small, and then you see the Mercedes logo sitting in between. And then you have these buttons here which control the infotainment system. And to my left side, as you can see there on the doors, we have these knobs, pretty standard, to control the windows and so on. And then this is the door opening knob, and then the Bromester sound system. And then there is this pocket where you can keep some of the things as well for your stuff. If we move to the dashboard now, the dashboard is quite nice. You see this styling, and it looks really nice. It goes all through the dashboard. One notable thing that I really like about the car are the air vents. You like the styling of them, and then they will make this sound. The air vents are really nice. I mean, this is what Mercedes has changed from the previous models, where it was really rounded, to a slight edgy air vent, as you can see. So there are three air vents here, one to the right that you can see, and then there is one to the left as well. So there are 5 air vents. It's quite nice. If we see the rear view mirror over here, this is mirror again. And then in the center console, if you see, it's quite comfortable, and it's really nice, the armrest part. This is the MBUX that Mercedes has given now, and it's really nice. You can control it with your hand. And one thing that you don't have now is that there were, in the previous models in the center console, you had this pad which is now missing on these cars, and now you have only the pad that you can control with your hand. And then there are tons of different options, like the dynamic parking sensor. You have the battery option over here. You can see how much the battery is remaining on the car, and then if you're charging it. And then you have this hazard light, and then this on off button to display, to on off the display, and so on. And there are tons of other options that you can see on the car as well. So this is how the center console looks like. Now the MBUX is quite nice size. It's not that big and not that small, but just the size. It's not like an iPad or a bigger tablet on a Tesla, but it's really just the thing that you would need on a car. And ideally this is the most celebrated center console that I would say. Over here, if you come, then you can close this window as well. You can move it to the back and then you can open it again. You have the coffee cup holders too. Over here you have the USB-C plug-in over there, and then if you open the center armrest, it opens it, divides into two. You have the two USB-C cables over here, and there is quite a bit of space over here as well. You can keep some of your stuff. If you open the dashboard, it's quite spacious. You can keep some of your stuff over here as well. So it's quite practical when it comes to the internal side of the car. So it's not that big, not that small, but it's in between somewhere. So if you kind of see the dashboard all in all, you would see that it's quite really nice when you sit inside. It's quite an engaging experience. The seats, they are not that comfy, I would say, on this model. I don't know as compared to the previous ones, but it's still fine. I mean, you can go on a long drive and you won't feel tired as well on this one. So now I'll take you to the rear and then we can see what are the things on the rear side. Now I'm sitting in the rear side and I'm like a 180 centimeter person. You can see that there is enough head space and then there is enough leg space as well. As you can see, there are these pockets that you can keep some of the stuff, and then there are these two air vents on the back. There are no charging ports though that they might have given on the back. And then you see the LED lights. These LED lights you can change from the front as well, and you can see these lights going from here and lights over here as well, which looks really nice. So then what you could do is that you can actually be two adults and a child could fit, but it's a smaller child that can sit. If you open the armrest over here, you can open it and there is some space to keep some of your stuff in between, which it doesn't seem so practical, but then when you open it twice, then you have two coffee cup holders, which looks really nice. And then we can put it in back again and you can close the armrest as well. So it's quite practical at the same time. From the rear view, if you see the shot from the front, it looks really nice and relaxing in the car. And it gives you this overall aura that the car is really a beauty styling from the inside as well. Now if you see over here, there are these two paddle shifters that you can see on the back, and then they are very nicely positioned. They are not that big, but they are not that small as well at the same time, and they look really nice on your palms as well. The drive is quite nice. So if you put it in the driving mode now and you start driving the car, you don't actually feel that the car is actually picking up. There is no noise literally on the car, and it's quite comfortable to drive. So now I'm taking it out. There is some sound though that comes from the outside, but it's because of the tires and because of the road conditions. Otherwise there is no sound literally on the car, and it's really nice to drive. It's a little bit smaller as compared to the E series, I would say, but still it depends. If you have a smaller family and you don't have those big requirements, this car could just fit your needs. So if you have liked my video today, please give me a thumbs up and do subscribe to my video so that I keep on subscribe to my channel so that I keep bringing you more videos. Until next time with a review, this is your boy HSK signing off. Take care guys. Bye bye.